Hi, Becky here. Guess what we're doing? Oh, good guess. We are doing the HSK 7 through 9 vocab. That is right. So what we're doing is we're grabbing 50 words, we're giving it to DeepSeek to give us an example, and we're going to continue. And we've been working backwards from 5,600 words. We're now up to here, or we will be up to there. Yeah, we're up to 1,600 now. Look at that. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're working backwards. We've gone from Z, we're up to H. Looks like we're going to finish H in this video. All right. All right. Let's do our thing. Here we go. 骨气. What? 骨气. So 骨 is bones. 气. Qi is something like temperament, character, personality. Like, take all those words, stick them in a blender, and that's what qi means. 他虽然贫穷，却很有骨气，从不向权贵低头。Okay, 向权贵低头. Is that like a saying? 权贵, bigwigs. So 低头. Okay, so this is to lower one's head. So in Chinese culture, in Chinese history in particular, there is the 口头. Oh no, 口头, if I remember correctly, 口头, this one, 口头. So when you're to meet the emperor, you 口头, like this. I don't know, that's not the emperor. But we're kotoing. Oh, this is like maybe praying for mercy or something like this. All right. I'm not sure why they're kotoing. Maybe this is a religious practice nowadays as well. Koto. I do not recognize what they're doing here. Maybe this is a Buddhist thing. I've seen people do this in China. And apparently there is a bug. What is this bug called, like koto bug? Koto chong. Oh, all right. There's koto chong. Accidental discovery. Koto chong. Okay. So dito would probably be kind of similar. So you're bowing your head in submission. Okay. So 很有骨气. So 骨气 is like bravery or something like this, right? Unyielding character, courageous spirit, integrity, moral backbone, 骨气. Is this considered a good thing? I presume it is, but okay, 骨气. 刚强不屈, no, 刚强不屈, 不屈, 屈服的屈, unyielding. The 气概, yeah, it's a 气概. 做人要有骨气. Okay, so apparently it is good to have 骨气. 绝书法比例的胸剑气势. That's also kind of a way of writing. It's sort of a bravish writing style, I guess. All right, let's move on. 骨气. 姑且. Okay, 姑且 refers to doing something like temporarily or tentatively. Maybe tentatively is better. You're like penciling something in. I'll use that temporarily as a stopgap measure, but when we find the actual answer or something better, we'll do that instead. I have no intention of going through with this. It's more like lorem ipsum. We'll just use that for now, and then we'll figure out what to actually do. Okay, it is an adverb, I believe. 姑且. I think it's an adverb. You add it before the verb. 这个问题暂时 is kind of similar. 暂时 This is temporarily. So 暂时在这里工作. I'm working here for a time, but afterwards I will not. Anything temporarily. 暂时没有答案. All right. So this problem we currently have no answer to. 我们姑且先放一放. 放一放. 放 means 放在一边, right? So you put it aside. We'll take the problem 姑且 temporarily put it aside. We're just doing it temporarily. The emphasis is on that we'll get back to it. But we do have to do other things as well. 姑且, yeah, tentatively is probably a better translation for the time being. All right. 顾全大局. Okay, I don't know this Chongi, but I assume it means taking the broader picture, taking to account everything. 顾 meaning to pay attention to or care about, or yeah, 顾 care. I don't know. 全 all 大局 is the big picture, the big situation. That is a word, right? Overall situation. 顾全大局 to take the big picture into consideration. Yeah. 为了顾全大局，他放弃了个人意见，支持了团队的方案。Yeah, sometimes it's like that. So you kind of have your own ideas. You think they will be successful and so on, but you have to make it work as a team if it's a community project and so on. So sometimes, yeah, you do need to find a way, find something that works for everyone, or at least most people and so on, rather than just enforce your head canon rules upon others. Yeah, you wouldn't like it in the other direction. So, you know. All right. 固然 is used to make a concession. 固然 is something like admittedly. 啪啪固然这样 and 但是 blah blah blah. Yeah, so you admit something. Yeah, admittedly, blah 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 is true, but something else is more important, kind of thing. 学习固然重要, so study is admittedly quite important, 但身体健康更不容忽视. Yeah, bodily health is is even less ignorable. Something like that. Bodily health is kind of more important. You don't have bodily health, it's very, very hard to study, I guess. 固然, yeah. So this is one of the ways of making concession. You have all the, like, 虽然但是 is the usual one. You make a concession, you admit something is true. Yeah. But yeah, with this one, you usually put after the subject. X 固然很重要. X, yeah, 固然. You need to pay a bit of attention to the grammar with 固然. All right. Yeah, I'm just looking it up in the dictionary. Yeah, what does it say? 表示先承认某个事实. So first you admit some kind of fact. 下文又给转折或否定到另一方面去. So yeah, so first we make a concession, or we 承认, we acknowledge something. This is true. And then in the second half of the sentence, we do a reversal, but something. All right, 估算. So 估, I don't know what 估算 is, but 估计 is to estimate or appraise or something like that ballpark. So 估算, I reckon it will probably mean reckon or some sort of calculation estimate. I'm not entirely sure. 工程师粗略估计的估算了。我会说中文吗？工程师粗略估算了一下，这座桥的造价约为5000万元。Okay, so the engineer made a crude estimate. So the swan would imply, it's like 预算的算, the swan from 预算is like relating to the funds or budget or something in this ballpark. And the bridge cost that much. 估算, assessment evaluation. So this is not the locked-in final price, not necessarily correct, etc. It's an estimation. Yeah, the dictionary defines it as 大致推算. So 大致 implies, yeah, it's inexact. and 推算. Yeah, calculating, reckoning. Okay, so it seems to be related to money in particular. 估算价钱, so estimate the price of something. All right. Ooh. Okay, so maybe you already know 股 as like a valley. Is that the right one? Valley, I don't know. 股部, 股. So, oh, 山谷. No, not 山语, 山谷. So this is a mountain valley, 山谷. You might know 硅谷. You might know 硅谷, Silicon Valley, also known as 西谷, depending on where you're from. Yeah, so I had to think about this, but apparently, so this is the old version of the word silicon in Chinese. Taiwan kept using this one, and mainland switched to 硅, 硅 silicon. That's my understanding. I'll leave it as my headcanon etymology. I don't know. I assume that that's correct until I'm given further information. All right. What are we talking about? 谷. Yeah, so 谷 can also refer to 谷物, 谷物, which is grains. Yeah, these are 谷物. So there's 5 major grains. 五谷, 五谷, the 5 grains, and I can never remember them. 五谷. Do you know the 5 grains? If I tell you 五谷, do you know what they are? I know there's like 4 or 5 different types of millet. 五谷. Here, there's the 五谷. So we have 小米, which is millet. 大米, what's 大米? Rice. 小麦. 小麦 is wheat, right? 小麦, wheat. 大豆. I do not know what 大豆 is. Soybean. It's not 埃及豆. What's 埃及豆? 埃及豆. 埃及豆. This is soybean, right? Am I wrong? Chickpea. Oh, okay. Sorry, chickpea for Egyptian beans. 大豆. Soybean. Oh, 大豆. Used for making tofu and 豆浆 and etc. Tofu now. Okay, and what was the other one? 高粱. 高粱 is sorghum. 高粱. All right, but that's corn. We didn't get to corn. 玉米, 豌豆. Oh, lentil. What's lentil? I don't know lentil in Chinese. What's this? What's this? I don't even recognize them. What's lentil in Chinese? Lentil is anything. 小扁豆. Small flat bean. 小扁豆. What's this? 冰豆. No, 小扁豆. Yeah, if you go to Melbourne, there's a restaurant called Lentil as Anything. Lentil as Anything. So they have this unique pay what you want. So you have your food there, and yeah, I don't know, you pay what you think it's worth at Lentil as Anything. Okay, in Melbourne, and Sydney. Okay, it's closed. Okay, financial concerns, mismanagement. Yeah, Lentils. Yeah, there's an Australian band called Mental as Anything. So Lentil as Anything is named after the band. Yeah, all right, you get the idea. We don't need to go down this rabbit hole. 五谷. All right. 五谷. Now, 五谷, 丰登. 五谷丰登. This refers to a bumper harvest. 五谷丰登, it's a chengyu. So 五谷are those 5 grains. Do you remember them? 小米. Was it 小米大米? So millet, rice. 小麦. 大麦. No, 大豆. And 高粱. Yeah. 小米, millet. 大米, rice. I've already forgotten them all. 小麦, wheat. 大豆 soybean and 高粱 sorghum. All right, 五谷丰冬 丰冬 is a word as well. 丰冬 yeah. Bumper crop, yeah. 丰冬五谷丰冬 and yeah, it means you have a bumper harvest. 五谷丰冬 it's also a card in 三国杀 which is where I learnt it. 五谷丰冬 I don't remember what it was. 五谷丰冬 What happens if you play the 五谷丰冬 card? 五谷丰冬 OK 出牌接轮对所有角色使用。它亮出牌排对象等同于目标角色数的牌，每名目标角色获得其中第一张。Oh, okay, I remember this. So if you've got, say, 3 players remaining, yeah, you take 3 cards off the deck, flip them up, and each one in turn selects the card. So usually it benefits the person playing the card because they go first in the selection process. 五谷丰冬 All right. All right. Ooh. Oh, I go down some rabbit holes. 谷物这篇银元盛产谷物是重要的粮食基地。粮食 is grains. Yeah, it's the same as 谷物, right? Yeah, I think it's the same. 谷 or 谷物 What's the difference between 谷物 and 粮食? Oh, 粮食 is broader, isn't it? It includes things like flour. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure, actually. 谷物 and 粮食, are they the same? I'm not sure. Hold on. The dictionary gives us 谷物 as different grains than what we just saw. 稻 so 稻米 to 稻 麦 这个麦 Oh, maybe is it this? No. 稻麦然后谷子 I did not know 谷子 is even a word. 高粱 sorghum we still have and 玉米 corn. So are these the 5? Is that going to show up? I'm not sure. Go in. I don't know if this is going to work. Oh, it's an AI. All right, anyway. All right, I don't care about that. I want that image. Yeah, dao. Oh, this is not mai. This is one of the other words for millet. Is it like shu? Something like shu. I'm not 100% sure. It is shu. Shu. Okay, dao, shu. Oh, that's another word for millet. No, I don't remember that one. Mai. What is that? Okay, 大豆. Okay, this one we can 粟 xiaomi. Okay, xiaomi is this one. Yeah, and what is 谷子? We're having our agricultural, is this just grain? Millet. So it's not just grain, but it's millet. Yeah, we used to give this to our birds. It wasn't until I came to China before I realized humans could eat millet. Yeah. 谷子 looks like it's a whole bunch of anime characters as well. All right, anyway. I don't know the difference between 粮食 or just 粮 by itself and 谷, but anyway, let's move on. 雇用, yeah, 雇用. So this is to employ. So you're a 雇主. 雇主. You're an employer. Oh, it's 4th tone. 雇. Okay, sorry, I got it wrong. Let me try again. 雇用. You're a 雇主. You're a 雇主, and you. What does a 雇主 do? What does a 雇主 do? All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Okay, 得雇佣，得雇佣. Oh, I got it backwards. I got both of them wrong. Oh, what am I? 雇佣，雇佣. Okay, 雇主，雇佣，员工. Yeah, you can also say 佣人, but I don't know if people say that anymore. This one, 佣人 or 佣人. There is this one, but that's a different one, isn't it? Yeah, it's managing staff. 佣人. Okay, 雇佣. So an employer employs, I don't know, whatever. So 雇主，雇主雇佣. Yeah. 全国的雇主雇佣的临时工. So this is temporary workers, right? 甚至比全职工还要多. Okay, so this is full-time workers, this is temporary workers. 全职工. Right. So the employers are employing temporary workers. All right. Yeah. Is there anything else we need to know? 雇佣. I'm not sure. The thing is, if you use this, yeah, inappropriately, it can kind of cause trouble. So the context is a bit more specific. So is this just strictly done by employers? 雇主. Not strictly. 雇佣，雇主雇佣. Yeah, 这个公司雇佣 a company employs, but all right. 我们 all right. 雇佣了一位法语家教. 家教 is a tutor, one that goes to your home, right? 家教 private tutor. 法语家教 a French tutor. So we're 雇佣 all right. I thought it was okay. I've said 雇佣 中文老师 and my 中文老师 was not impressed. So I stopped using 雇佣 for 中文老师. But, you know, in hindsight, maybe I was fine and yeah. Okay, 雇员. Okay, so 雇主雇佣雇员. So the employer employs employees. 雇主雇佣雇员. All right. All right, let us continue. You get the idea. There's 雇员 there. We'll get to it in a second. All right. 固有. Yeah, so 有 is to have or to possess or even to exist. Here it'll be possess. 固有 is some kind of fixed, unchanging trait. Something like that. 固有. Yeah. To possess something, intrinsic to something. 每种文化都有其固有的传统和价值观. Yeah, so 固有, this is intrinsic to this culture. If you took away the traditions and values from that culture, it wouldn't be that culture. So it's intrinsic to it. You can't really separate them. Yeah, do you know this character? 固, using the word 固体, solid. Oh. 固体, load. All right. 固体. 固态 as well. I meant to put 固体. Sorry, I don't know why it's having issues Google image search recently. 固体. 固体 is a solid object. 固体 as opposed to liquid or gas or some more exotic states of matter. And 固态, solid state. So what you can have solid state. Oh, these are solid state drives. 固态 硬盘, is it? I presume that's that's not a solid state drive. This one. Yeah, 固态硬盘, solid state drive. 固态硬盘. Yeah, 固态. Yeah, so we saw the other one you need to know for 固 is 巩固, to consolidate. 巩固知识, that sort of thing. 巩固了 blah 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 地位, consolidate your position. All right. So 固有. So 固 there's another one actually. 顽固. 顽固. This one, stubborn. It kind of emphasizes unchanging, this sort of thing. 顽固. Obstinate. Yeah, 顽固. So all like the ghouls are like unchanging and sort of, yeah, it's not going to change. Very solid. Solid like a solid. 固有. All right, intrinsic. All right, 雇员. So 雇主, 雇佣, 雇员. Okay, 公司为所有雇员提供了全面的医疗保险. Yeah. So the company, for all the employees, provided comprehensive medical insurance. Right. 骨折. Okay. 折 break. 折断的折 break. 骨折 break, to break a bone. All right. Bone break. 骨折. Now, I remember this. Sure. Yeah. So it can be sure as well, apparently. But I don't know. I'm just going to say jaw and live with that for the time being. 我姑且用折不用舌. Anyway, 骨折. If you're squeamish, maybe you want to close your eyes right now. I'll tell you if it's crazy. Not that bad. There's just a bunch of people with broken bones and x-rays and things. 骨折. All right. 骨折. 他不小心从楼梯上摔倒了 fell down the stairs. 导致左臂骨折. So left arm fracture, right? 左臂骨折. All right. Oh yeah, 固执. 固执 is kind of like 顽固. I don't know the difference actually. 固执, stubborn, obstinate. Yeah. Yeah, 非常固执. 坚持要自己修理那台旧收音机. Okay, so his granddad is stubborn and fixing the old 收音机, wireless or radio. I don't know. This is what old people do. Like, they've lived through things when in their childhood, and it becomes like weird. It sort of remains weird to them to do things a different way. And I think maybe I'm becoming a little like that now. The youngsters are doing things their own way, and I still have my ways of doing things, which, I don't know, maybe the youngies today don't necessarily, understand. All right, 固执. 固执, 顽固. I don't know the difference. This says it's a verb. The dictionary says it's a verb. 固执, 坚持自己的意见, 不肯改变. Okay, 固执己见. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't come up very often in my output. Like, I'm not going around describing people as stubborn often. So, like, it hasn't come up in my input. Stubborn, I don't know. 雇主. All right, well, it's going to be an easy batch this time because we've got so much overlap. 雇主. So, 雇主, what does a 雇主 do? What does a 雇主 do? All right, I feel like I should write songs. 雇主, 雇佣, 雇员, an employee, employer employs employees, right? 雇主, 雇佣, 雇员. Okay, 雇主承诺在下个月初为全体员工加薪. Doubt. All right, but anyway. the employee promised at the start of next month for all employees to increase their salary. Yeah, all right. 海报. Yeah, don't ask me why it's these characters. 报 makes sense, but this is the Chinese word for a poster. 海报. Yeah, 海报. Yeah, these are all 海报s. What if I go to 海报? Yeah, like posters and things you see on walls and whatever. 海报. 海报, poster, playbill, notice. Yeah, 端午. I don't know, what's this one? 一直游到海水变蓝. So you swim until the ocean turns blue? Something like that. Okay. I can't read that character. 什么的前方还得什么? No, I can't read the characters. 出发. The calligraphy. What do you reckon that character is? I don't know. 什么的前方还得? No, I can't see it. Is it like 旅游的旅? Maybe. 邀请函. This is invitation. This is not really 海报 though, is it? 邀请函. 海报 you stick on a wall to advertise your movie. Did I see this movie? Maybe I did. I don't remember. 海报. What's the movie called? 一秒钟的电影. No? Oh, I didn't mean to click it. All right, let's move on. 海报. All right, 海报. 同学们正在校园里张贴宣传环保活动的海报. Okay, so we're sticking up posters. We're 张贴. We're 张贴 posters around campus for to 宣传, to make people aware of, disseminate or something, disseminate, to give publicity to environmental activity. Yeah, unclear what this is. This could be an event, but it could just be individual activities and so on. All right, anyway, 海滨 is a fancy word for coastal. 海滨, shore, seaside. Okay, so it's the shore rather than the coastal. All right, 海滨. 夏天我们去海滨城市度假. Yeah, guess where I live. 海滨. This is a 海滨城市. 威海. I mean 威海. 海滨城市. You can probably see my place in, in this photo. 海滨城市. Yeah. I live in one of these buildings. I'm not going to say which one. And I can walk to the beach. 海滨城市. All right. Yeah. 海滨城市度假. Yeah, people from all over China come here and 度假. They like 度假 in here. 每天都能看到日出. Well, sure. No, sunrise is that way. I don't get sunrises, I get sunsets. Yeah. Anyway. All right, 害虫. Well, you can probably guess what it is. 虫 is an insect, but more general than insects, right? So in English, insect, well, at least from a entomological point of view, is a specific subset of bugs. I don't know what's the more general term. I don't know. People say insect even when they're not insects. Anyway, 害虫, harmful insects, harmful bugs. 害虫. 农民使用生物方法控制害虫，减小农药污染. All right, so 农民 are farmers. they're using 生物方法. 生物 is biology. 生物 is actually the word for organism. So I guess biology is organismology in Chinese. Organismology. 生物, yeah. 生物学 is biology. So organismology. I kind of like organismology. I feel like we should rename biology in English to organismology. So organism, we're using organism methods to control harmful insects. I mean pests. Yeah, don't necessarily have to be insects though, but they're insect-like bugs and things that eat your crops. 减少农药. So 农药, this is a fancy way of saying fertilizer. Sorry, pesticides. 药 is medicine. So 农作物的药, crop medicine, but pesticide. This one. Yeah. Oh, chemicals you put on your crops. But for pesticide purposes. Yeah, 污染. 污染 is the pollution. So we're trying to reduce our pesticide pollution by using organism methods. So this is, yeah, so I understand that like Chinese farmers in their rice paddies put like crabs and things like this in them. And they kind of reduce pests and things like that. So, and you can also go sell the crabs. Like when the crabs grow up, it's like, yeah, you eat your crabs and so on. So it's kind of 一举两得 kind of thing. Anyway, 海盗. Okay, so maybe we already did this one. 海 is ocean, of course. 盗 refers to like plundering and looting. So if we're looting and plundering on the ocean, Captain Jack Sparrow. Okay. 加勒比 is that Caribbean? Oh, 加勒比海盗. Yeah. Okay. 加勒比海盗. Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, it's a pirate. Arr. Arr, me hearties, yo ho. What's a pirate's favorite letter? R. No, you would say R. Someone was like R. I was like, you may think it'd be R, but it'd be the C. Everyone says R. All right. 这艘货船是索马里附 so is that Somali, Somalia, Somalia 附近海域. So this boat in the what do you call this? The naval area, the territorial waters. The territorial waters near Somalia 遭遇了海盗袭击, came under pirate attack. Yeah. Yeah, my understanding is there are like pirates in that area and you do need to be careful. Yeah, my understanding is also that like it used to be fishing and then people came in and destroyed that trade and now there's like, oh, what do? I can't fish anymore. Oh, I'll take their stuff. But I don't know. It's probably ridiculously more complicated than that, but I like my headcanon version of reality. All right. 海军. Do you remember the three? 海军, 陆军, 空军. You know, 海军, 空军, 海军. 海军 is the Navy. So you can 加入海军. You can join the Navy. 一起去海军. 加入海军. And you can become a sailor. 加入空军. 加入 join the Air Force. 加入空军. And you can be 帅. Stand in front of your fighter jet. All right. And 加入, what's the other one? 陆军. the army, and you can take people out. 加入陆军. All right, you get the idea. Join the army, join the navy, join the air force. 海军，他立志成为一名海军军官，保卫祖国海滨，海疆 What's this one? 立志 determined to. So he's determined to become a naval officer. I think this is officer. Yeah, so this is a very high-ranking official in Army, Navy, Air Force, etc. 保卫祖国海疆 Jiang you may recognize from Xinjiang. Jiang is border or boundary or frontier, maybe frontier. Xinjiang, new frontier. Haijiang, boundary. Okay, boundary is better. Okay, so this is a coastal boundary. All right. Yeah, Haijiang. All right, Hailiang. All right, so Hai is ocean, Liang is quantity. So this is a quantity as large as an ocean. Okay, it's used figuratively, right, to mean a lot of, a prodigious quantity of something. All right. 研究人员需要处理海量的实验数据. Yeah, this happens in some areas of research. You get a huge volume of data. You have all this data, and like even a single pass, like you get your computer to run through the data because there is so much data that even just a single pass takes a huge amount of time. It can take months. Just reading the data. So even that alone can be a huge task. And yeah, then you have to process it on top of that. So yeah, that's what computer science is about. You systematically process data in some way. Yeah, try to find, I don't know, something important, or try to extract meaningful information or actionable data points and so on. Yeah, so in particular with biology is becoming more data science. We have bioinformatics now. And so, yeah, because there's like rapid ways of gene sequencing and finding the protein sequences in like biological data, like biomolecules, macromolecules like DNA and RNA and proteins and so on. And so there's this Hailiang, this huge volume of proteins and whatnot. You can go and download it. Researchers just upload them to the internet. It's like, here, you can have the DNA, the RNA sequence for COVID vaccine and research it. Everyone in the world can research it now. And yeah, the trick is to have good algorithms and so on to actually get lots of data from this. Anyway, you may notice I have a bit of a science background. Yeah, sorry, when I get talking about science, this is what annoys me when people say things like, oh, maybe scientists are covering things up. It's like, I can tell you, scientists are blabbermouths. Go ask an astrophysicist about some cool thing in space, and they will be talking for hours. That's it. That's the rest of your day gone. They're going to talk about that star for hours or whatever. There is zero chance of keeping, like, even one astrophysicist keeping something like alien life secret. Even like it would be like blurted out at every party we go to. But the idea of keeping this secret, hey, you want to know something? Don't tell anyone. Yeah, I cannot show you. I would blurt it out. There is no way in the world I would keep that secret. Yeah. Anyway, 海量 is a large amount, a prodigious amount of, in this case, experimental data. Yeah. All right. 海面. Is it It's third tone, is it? 海绵. I always get this one wrong. Sea sponge. Oh, 海绵, 海绵, 海绵. You may know a famous sponge. There is a famous sponge. He does wear trousers. SpongeBob square trousers. Yeah, 海绵宝宝,海绵宝宝. Yeah, this is 海绵宝宝. So this is the most likely place you would encounter the word sea sponge. Yeah, SpongeBob SquarePants. Yeah, all right. Oh, what are their names? I'm not sure if this is going to work. I want to see what their names are. Will it show me their names? Oh, here we are. I want this one. Okay, 海绵宝宝. Oh, this is a video. I can't show you this. All right. Yeah, there's some copyright there going on. Oh, you know. All right. 海绵, sea sponge. Sponge made from polyester. Sponge. What is the... That's not the correct one, is it? How do you say sponge in Chinese? Actually, I never thought about this. Sponge. Oh, it is 海绵块. But sponge, yeah, that's what sea sponges look like when they're living, right? We need an object. So sponge, let's put kitchen sponge. Okay, 厨房海绵. Oh, all right, apparently it is sea sponge. So kitchen sponge is sea sponge. All right. 海绵具有很强的吸水性，常用于清洁和医疗。So here we're talking about kitchen sponges, right? So kitchen sponges used for cleaning and medical sponges used for medicine, right? This isn't sea sponge. All right. And it's not SpongeBob SquarePants. All right. SpongeBob Square Trousers. All right. So this is a relatively rare character. I think it's pronounced Hai. Hai in Tingwen. I'm not sure. It's something like startle people into paying attention or observing. I'm not 100% sure. Hey, I'm not sure. 新闻报道了一起. So this is a measure word, right? This isn't together. This is 一起. Yeah, 一起事件. 一起骇人听闻的暴力事件。引起了社会广泛关注. All right. I think it's like startling or shocking or something like this. 骇人听闻. Yeah. And 骇人. Yeah, 骇人. So 骇人 is very similar to 吓人, right? Or maybe 惊人. 吓人, terrifying. 惊人, no. 惊人. Oh, this one's a positive one, isn't it? So 骇人, it's surprising because it's bad. All right. 骇人, is that a word in itself? Yeah, 骇人. So 听闻 is also a word. This is to pay attention, I guess. 听 listen, 闻. 闻 can refer to your sense of smell, also your yeah, there's a few meanings. To hear, it's sense of hearing and smell. All right. Okay, 骇人听闻. All right. Hai. Yeah, so I looked up hai in the dictionary. Let's go to hai. It's oh, I didn't know that one. That might be a new meaning. Hai, to hack. All right. Yeah, I didn't know that meaning. That one's not in the dictionary. Hai, astonish, startle is in the dictionary. Hai, 惊惧, 震惊, basically what it says there. 骇人听闻, 惊涛骇浪. So that probably is extremely startling or something like this. So what was it again? 惊涛骇浪, 惊涛骇浪. 惊涛骇浪 perilous, perilous. He says I say perilous weird. I say perilous. How does it go? Just like everyone else says perilous. Okay. 惊涛骇浪. All right. Perilous. Perilous situation. 海鸥 seagulls 在惊涛骇浪上翱翔,翱翔. So that's just waves. Yeah, I have a feeling the English here isn't fantastic then. If it's giving me actual water-related, yeah, these are all related to water. I do not trust this. I do not trust this definition. All right, let's move on. 太易. 太易 is the other one, and that's it. That's all that's in the dictionary. 太易. Astonished, shocked, amazed. All right. Is there a 惊异? I'm not sure. Yeah, 惊异. There is a 惊异. It's very similar to this, but with 害 instead of 惊. All right. I don't often see this character, but when I do, yeah, anyway. Okay, 海滩. Maybe you already know this one. 海, sea, 滩, you probably know from 沙滩. 海滩, beach. 沙滩, also beach. 沙滩. Yeah, 海滩, 沙滩. I suppose 沙滩 is more broad. It just sandy shore, yeah. Whereas 海滩 is specifically beach. 孩子们在海滩上堆沙堡，玩得非常开心。沙堡 sandcastle. All right, 海豚. Maybe you already know this. 海豚. Let me check if I got the tones right. 海豚. Third tone, second tone, right? 海豚. Yeah, 海豚. 海豚. So 豚 is a pig. Suckling pig. All right. So this is a dolphin, sea pig. The sea pig. All right. You know, that's how things work. 海豚. Dolphin. Yep. That's what it is. 海洋馆里. So this is in an aquarium. 海洋馆. 海洋馆里. 海豚的精彩表演赢得了观众阵阵掌声. Everyone's cheering for the dolphins. Yeah. So when I was in Korea, I saw a mermaid show. 人猿. No, 人鱼. Is it 鱼人 or 人鱼? 表演. I don't know. Yeah, like this. This is what I saw. It looks, I don't know, it looks surprising. Like you think, I don't know, you don't know what to think until you're actually there. But then you're there and you realize it's like an actual performance. It just happens to be underwater and quite often with like fish and things around. The one I saw in Korea, yeah, there were fish. Yeah, these are like professional actors. It's kind of like a musical or something like this. You need really good lungs, I can tell you. But yeah, well, that didn't happen. They didn't get attacked. But they certainly had fish all around them. They didn't like fence off all the fish. They're like different rays and things like this. And they were dancing around like this. 新年快乐! Okay, so this will be in China. So I presume they have him here as well. Maybe I should go and see. That's pretty Chinese, isn't it? It doesn't get much more Chinesier than that, right? So, oh, we have like a red moon. Why do we have a red moon? I don't know. And we have the 五星红旗, 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 the 5-star red flag. Why is it like that? Normally it's like this. 五星红旗, 中华人民共和国国旗. Why is it like that? Is it like Wikipedia vandalism or something? I don't know. Anyway, how do we get onto this topic? Oh yeah, because we're talking about mermaids. So is it 人鱼 or 鱼人? I don't know. what's the preferred mermaid? 人鱼鱼人. Okay, so yuren is a fish person. So a person, like this is a person who is fish-like, and renyu is a person like fish. All right. Okay, so I should use renyu. All right, renyu yue ge. All right. All right. 海豚, dolphin. Taiwan. Taiwan is a golf. GULF kind of golf, not garful, where you hit a ball kind of golf. This kind of golf. Yeah, golf. 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 Actually, there might be a golf there. I don't know. Does that count as a golf? I'm not sure. I've never actually thought about this. I mean, just outside my window, it might be a golf. Golf. It's a pretty big golf. It's engulfed. Something is engulfed. The land has been engulfed. I never thought about that, but presumably there is a relationship between golf and golf. Golf and engulf. Wow, that is way high. Yeah, this is where I live. All right. So, is there a golf? Okay. Sango Wan. Is this Sango Wan? Sango Wan. This is the golf. So this is a Haiwan. I'm pretty sure I've done a live stream or at least taken some video from this. I've been there. It's about a 10-20 minute drive from here. Maybe 20-minute drive. But I just walk there because I like the exercise. Yeah. So is this a golf? Is the word Haiwan? Haiwan here? 多个海湾或苹果加级 yeah, this is Taiwan. This is where I live. Yeah, 省级美丽海湾 Yeah. OK, 作为山东6个国家级美丽海湾之一 All right, there you go. I never knew this. It was like I lived here. I lived here quite a while now. Yeah, 海湾。这个平静的海湾是船只躲避风暴的理想场所。Yeah, so we're avoiding the storm. 船只 Yeah, so yeah, you got 一艘船, but you've also got 一只船. Yeah, so sometimes you can put the measure word after the noun like this, 船只, and it becomes like a mass noun version of the noun. You probably know it from 车辆马匹. There's quite a number of them. There's like 20 or so like that. All right. Okay, 海峡. Yeah, 海峡 is a strait. So like the Taiwan Strait. 英吉利海峡. I don't know what that is. The English Channel between France and England. 英吉利海峡将英国与欧洲大陆隔开 Yeah. So Taiwan 海峡 This is a Taiwan Strait between Taiwan and mainland. And all right. You know what I mean. Taiwan 海峡 is here. All right. What other 海峡 are there? So in Australia, there's the Bass Strait. So I don't know what it's called in Chinese. Bass Strait. 巴斯 it's just that. 巴斯海峡. So I grew up in Melbourne. It didn't look like that. It's here. This is the Bass Strait. Why it won't let me click on that one? Yeah, here. So Melbourne is here in this little bay, this Haiwan. Yeah. And this is 巴士海峡, Bass Strait, and you can take a boat and go to Tasmania, right? You can also fly. and it's much faster to fly. Yeah. All right, you get the idea. 海峡. So the English Channel we say in English, but it is a strait, isn't it? The English Strait. Yeah. Okay, 海峡. It is a strait, but you say channel. Or maybe channel is just a thinner strait. Maybe. What's the Strait of Gibraltar? I don't know. No, Strait of Gibraltar. 直布鲁陀海峡. This is between Spain and Morocco. Yeah, it's a little complicated because my understanding is Spain has some land over here, and maybe not Africa, Morocco has land over here. But it is pretty cool. So it really is cool just standing in Spain and going, huh, there's Morocco, oh, there's Africa. And yeah, when I saw that, I'm like, oh, I got to take a boat. Took a boat across. I thought that was really cool, just being able to take a boat to like another continent like that. Yeah, so I'm originally from Australia, so if I have this little map here, and so on Wikipedia, visa requirements for Australian citizens. So there's a map when it loads. It didn't load. Can I click? Yeah. So these green ones I can just go to. So when I was in Spain and I'm like, oh, I want to go over to Morocco, it's like, yep, don't need to think about it. I also went to Tunisia. I just looked at this map and saw this as green and went over to Tunisia. Yeah. Yeah, China turned green recently. I used to have to get visas to come to China. Then I got a green card and didn't have to think about it. But yeah, for something like 30 days, you can just go to China and you just rock up in China, and yeah. So you can come visit me if you like, if you're from Australia and like many other countries. So my understanding is that yeah, so China during the pandemic had a lot of shutdown and tourism industry crashed, obviously. And as a result, now the government's trying to encourage tourism. So, you can come to China for tourism quite easily. But yeah, if you're a language learner and you want to come here and take a HSK exam or something, you'll be fine. Yeah. I don't know. You can come to Weihai and go to the beach. Yeah, it's pretty sunny out there right now. You can go to the beach right now. Anyway, what's the other one? The Strait of Hormuz, which is in the news a lot. Hormuz, 海峡. Yeah, this is in the news a lot recently. Hormuz 海峡. Unfortunately, yeah, we have some rather heated conflict going on in Hormuz 海峡 right now. Anyway, 伊朗在这里，那个是 UAE 阿联酋 is that right? 阿联酋 no, hold on, 阿联酋 I'm not sure. 阿联酋 yeah, 阿联酋 yeah, actually I'm getting confused now. I'd have to Google it properly. Wait, here. 波斯湾 the Persian Gulf. 霍尔木兹海峡 阿曼湾 the Strait of Oman. No, the Gulf of Oman. All right. Anyway, this has been in the news a lot recently. All right. 海啸 Yeah, so 海啸 how do I explain this? I don't know how to explain it. It's the Chinese word for tsunami. 海啸. Maybe it's the Japanese word for tsunami. I'm not sure. what's the Japanese word for, how do you spell tsunami? Tsunami? Timbo. All right. So 海啸. Oh, what? No, that's the English is the loan word. Tsunami is from Japanese. So, tsunami. All right. No, I don't speak a word of Japanese. No, well, I speak one word. You can probably guess what that word is. So, okay, 海啸. Okay, so this is tsunami. Okay, so 海啸 is the Chinese word. So literally 海 and 啸 is roar, so ocean roar. So is it 呼啸? 呼啸的啸. 呼啸, roar, this kind of thing. 呼啸, the 海啸, tsunami. All right, 海啸. We're doing a lot of water-related things. They're all beginning with 海. 海啸 tsunami. 强烈地震引发了海啸，沿海地区遭受了巨大破坏。Yeah, this is the disadvantage of living in a coastal area, is that we have, there may be 海啸. There may be 海啸, and that wouldn't be good. And I'm not sure what would happen if there's a 海啸. But there's lots of people who would be worse off than me in this position, in this place. Yeah, where I am, it's rather protected by Korea. If you look at the map, Weihai. 地图. Maybe I'll put Shandong 地图. So I need one that also shows Korea. Yeah, over here. No, it's over here. It's even further out. Yeah, here. So now you see what I mean. It's rather protected by Korea. So this is Shandong. We're close to the tip of Shandong here. Actually, not that far off from North Korea. Yeah, not that far off from South Korea as well. So, so if there was a tsunami, Korea will save us. Yeah, we also get 台风. This one. 台风. It's 台风. I've been pronouncing it wrong. 台风. Typhoons. We get typhoons occasionally, and 飓风. There's a cyclone. What's the difference between cyclone and typhoon? I don't know. 飓风. And by cyclone, I mean hurricane. What's the difference between cyclone, hurricane, tornado, etc.? I don't know. 飓风. 飓风. Okay, typhoon. Yeah, I don't know. 台风. Okay, 台风, 飓风, hurricane. I don't know the difference. Go ask a meteorologist. All right, anyway. All right, okay, 海运. Now, yun can refer to luck, but here it probably refers to transportation. 海运. So sea transport, presumably. Shipping by sea. 海运. 大部分国际贸易货物通过海运完成运输. Yeah. So again, coastal area. Sometimes I order things online and I'll order imported goods from another country. Now, because it's a coastal place, sometimes they're like stored in a warehouse nearby. So I can order things from New Zealand and they'll just be in a warehouse nearby and they'll just give it to me. And it may be very, very quick. But if I order something from China, it may have to come from the other side of China and take a long time. So sometimes it can be quite like unexpected or even like counterintuitive how long it takes to get goods here. Yeah. There was a bit of a trade war between USA and China, where USA was putting tariffs on China and doing things like this. And it's like, there's so much of it in warehouses. It's like, it didn't even affect the price. Like, there's still so much that needs using up first. So there was a huge buffer. So I get the feeling, you know, we didn't notice the difference. Yeah. 海运. All right, so 海运. So what else would there be? Would there be 陆运? I don't know. I'm guessing 陆运. Land carriage, land transport. All right. There is an what's the word for the Silk Road, but the one on the sea. What's it called? The Chol. What is it? Oh, the Maritime Silk Road. Oh, 海上丝绸之路. Yeah, so 海上丝绸之路. So we all know the Silk Road, and by everyone, by all, I kind of mean people who are interested in these topics. So yeah, so Silk Road, well, not literally a road. It refers to trade routes between like China, in particular the east of China. And by the east of China, I mean the west of China. So the west of China, but the goods from the east of China went to the west of China and then transported to Europe, India, etc., Persia, and other. Oh yeah, also some African countries, and notably silk. Silk from Hangzhou and Suzhou, is it? I don't know. And yeah, there was a maritime version of it. So trade routes from China to looks like Indonesia, Sri Lanka, India, Africa. Oh, okay. So the sea routes were to Africa and land route. Oh, it even got to the Mediterranean. Hold on. When was the Suez Canal built? Hold on. No, built. Built. Here. So, so that's a while ago. And when was the when was the Maritime Silk Road in operation? Let's just ask the AI. When was the Suez Canal built, and was it able to be used for the Maritime Silk Road? I don't think so. But I guess it depends. Apparently, yes. Modern Trade Network. Oh, hold on. Am I to infer that the Maritime Silk Road is an ongoing thing? Maybe. Yeah, this one, ancient, this one. So, okay, so this is an ancient thing. So did not exist. Yeah. So the modern Maritime Silk Road, MSRI. Wait, MSRI. All right. Yeah, it's combining two other acronyms. Anyway, let's continue. MSRI, Modern Maritime. No. What's the I? Oh, Belt and Road Initiative. Is that really an acronym, or did the AI just make it up? I feel like it's like a Frankenstein of multiple other acronyms. All right, anyway. So when we have, where was it? I've got like way too many windows open. So if we're using the Suez Canal, then we're referring to the modern Maritime Silk Road. All right. Fair enough. And the ancient one, yeah. Ancient one, it got to Africa, but it didn't get as far as to Mediterranean countries. All right. All right, I'm learning things. how are we going for time? 海运,海早. Yeah, before we go to 海早, we'll go to 早累. 早累. Oops. 早累. This is LG. 早累. The Chinese word for LG. Yep. So guess what 海早 is? Well, I don't know. I haven't encountered it before, but I presume it's like some kind of ocean algae. 海藻. All right, 海藻. Is it like marine algae? Seaweed, kelp. So for kelp, I would use 海带. This one. 海带. 海带 for kelp. And 海草. Seagrass for seaweed. 海草. That's what I would use. Oh, maybe this is a different species. 海藻. No, 海藻. Ocean algae. I don't know, marine algae. All right. Anyway, there it is. Algae. All right. 海藻. 海滩上冲上来很多绿色海藻. Here it's kelp or seaweed. 散发出慢慢的海腥味儿. Yes,海腥 is the like fishy smell of the sea. Yeah. All right. Han. Yeah, we saw this with 邀请函. 邀请函. So Han is this. 邀请, so 邀请 is an invitation. Han is the kind of physical entity. Yeah. Han, envelope, case, letter. Yeah. So Han. 校长给家长发了一封正式公函 public letter. Maybe it's like a notice or something like this. Official letter. 公函. 通知学校即将举行的活动. Right. So told families about an upcoming event at the school. All right. What is that? I do not recognize that character. I got nothing. Gan Chang, maybe. I don't know. It'll be Han. Han. I don't know. I don't recognize it. 这场雨下的 blah 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 blah. What is that? Oh, okay. 酣畅淋漓, I guess. Okay. 缓解了持续多日的旱情. So, is this like much needed rain or something like this? 酣畅. All right. Okay, but I don't know this. What's going on? So, 酣畅淋漓. All right, this is probably not the best example sentence then. Right. So this is a new character for me. Actually, while we've got a new character, I'll look it up in the corpus and see what comes up. So, Han Chang the Han. So, okay. So, 有酣而熟. What does that mean? 有酣而热. Oh, it's not 熟, it's 热. 有酣而热. So, tipsy and merry. All right. Yeah, it's a new character for me. Han, intoxicated. One definition. First tone, Han. My dictionary has two definitions. Han, 酒喝得畅快而尽兴. Okay, so this is like a happy version of intoxicated. Like you're joyously intoxicated. Okay, hanyin. All right, I'll put it. Hanyin. Hanyin, this one. Hanyin. So it's like an enjoyably intoxicated. You're not drunk as a skunk. You're like you're cool. You're all right. Having your fun. You're the not necessarily the life of the party, but you know you're having your fun. Okay. What is this? 原籍依据古 no 俗道破亡荣为明示的 What is this? I want to see someone happily intoxicated. Yeah. They do kind of look a little happily intoxicated. I don't know. Is this like some classical Chinese or something? It's a monkey. Or is it an ape? It's an ape-like being who is drinking. All right. 孙悟空. It is 孙悟空, the Monkey King. Monkeys have tails. This one, where's your tail? Canyon, drinking one's fill. All right. Number 2. Yeah, sorry, number 1. We're still doing number 1. 酒酣耳热. That's the one in the corpus. 酒酣耳热. So your ears are warm from drinking. But it's a kind of a fun version of drinking. Assuming you're an adult. This is some AI generated one. Tipsy and merry. Yeah. All right. I didn't realize this existed, but yeah. I don't know. There's like a whole bunch of drunken people. Oh, like he looks pretty intoxicated and merry. Oh, just chilling. These are all AI generated, right? They don't look very real. Like he's like drunk and that's it. I'm gonna play the qin. Actually, that's what happens in like Western culture, right? But instead of a qin, it's guitar. It's like I'm gonna drunkenly play the guitar and everyone has a sing-along. Maybe that's what people are doing in China. It looks like a microphone ice cream / hyacinth or something. I don't know. All right. Okay, Han. All right. So Han, intoxicated, but a more positive version of intoxicated. That kind of caught me by surprise. You're happily intoxicated. Number 2, 感觉痛快舒畅尽兴等. So this Han is just not necessarily an alcohol related intoxicated. You're happy in the sense that you're kind of, it's like you're intoxicated, you're that happy. Okay, so 한글 all right, I'm gonna cheat. 歌颂的歌 한글 闭门 한글 闭门 what is 闭门 한글? I don't know, it kind of sounds interesting. I want to know what 闭门 한글 is. 闭门 close the door. 한글 成语意思是指闭门不出尽兴饮酒 close the door. That's it, I'm getting drunk. Slam. Now I'm drunk. 尽快歌舞. All right, so closing the door, getting drunk, singing, dancing, and being merry. All right, fair enough. How do I go back? Oh, here. 한글. Oh, okay, so 한글 we should think of as like you're drunk and singing and dancing and being merry. Yeah, all right. 한잔. 한잔. Really? Sorry, there's a few here. 한잔. A war of drinking. Oh, is it a drinking competition? No? No. What is 한잔? 한잔. I don't know what hanjian is. To fight lustily. To fight lustily. What does to fight lustily mean? What could that mean? That does not compute. To fight lustily. I have to look this up. Hanjian, it is in the dictionary. Hanjian, 长时间剧烈的战斗. So it's a long, fierce battle. All right. Hanjian. Han shui. So is this when you like get so drunk you fall asleep? Shui. Han shui. Han shui. No, it looks like you're sleeping and you're so comfortable. It's like you're intoxicated. Oh, this is the best sleep of my life. Han shui. You sleep soundly. All right. I kind of like this character. Han shui. All right. So Han Chang is the one we're studying. We'll skip that one for now. Han Meng. So same thing, but Meng probably is the same meaning, really. Han Meng. Sweet dream. Oh no, it refers to the dream. Han Ran. Okay, Han Chang的样子. Han Chang. All right. So we're doing Han Chang. So Han refers to all sorts of kind of merriment and so on. So Han Chang. Okay, Shu Chang 快乐. So you're unrestrained and joyous, happy. 多觉睡眠饮酒等. So sleeping or drinking alcohol normally. Here. Okay. Han Chang. So now, we didn't get this one, did we? Han Chang. Han Chang 淋漓 to one's heart's content. So, okay, the rain is falling to its heart's content. So I guess we're assuming the rain is opting into like, you know what, I feel like raining. I haven't rained in a while. I'm going to rain. And it's like, I'm raining to my heart's content. All right. Han Chang 淋漓 to one's heart's content. All right. So Han Chang. Yeah. Drink, but yeah, you're uninhibited. You're happily drinking or like in a drunken-like state. Yeah. All right. I kind of like this word. All right. Han dai. Well, Han is cold. Dai. Dai can be used in the word di dai, like a geographical region. Di dai. Di dai. Di dai. That looks like a Han dai to me. Di dai. It looks very cold. Han is cold. So Han dai. I presume it's a geographical region that is cold. Bei Han dai. Oh, it's not just a geographical region that's cold. So in English, you've got the Antarctic and Arctic. And if you take those together, those are the Handais, right? The northern Handai and the southern Handai. Bei Handai, Na Handai. Yeah. So Bei Handai and Beiji Chuan, are they the same thing? Bei Handai, Beiji Chuan. Is the Beiji Chuan just the circle itself? I'm not sure. Bei Bingyang. That works too. Okay, so yeah. I don't know how to differentiate them. Can you help me understand the difference between Bei Handai, Bei Bingyang, and Beiji Chuan? Okay, Beiji Chuan, Arctic Circle. So it is an actual circle. It's the boundary. All right. Bei Handai. So this is not really a circle. It's a kind of part of a sphere. Like the cap on the northern part of the sphere. 北寒带 Northern frigid zone. All right. Don't touch me. Don't touch me in my northern parts. Oh, 北寒带 All right, let's move on before we go down a rabbit hole we shouldn't go down. All right, literally the Arctic climate zone. Okay, that's probably a better translation. 北冰洋 Arctic Ocean. All right, 北冰洋. All right. So this is the edge, perimeter, or circle at a certain latitude. I always get them mixed up. So it's either latitude or longitude. I don't remember which. Blah, blah, blah. All right. So there's a northern one and southern one. All right. All right. Where were we? 寒带 polar climate. 寒带地区的冬季漫长而寒冷，绝被稀少。All right. Fair enough. 汉服. Yeah, so a few years ago, lots of people in China decided, that's it, I'm going to wear hanfu. And so walking around China, you'd see lots of hanfu. It's a kind of traditional Chinese gown, traditional Chinese clothing. Hanfu. Yeah, like that, but yeah, this. So a few years ago, Chinese people kind of collectively decided to bring hanfu back into fashion. And yeah, so lots of people were walking around the streets just wearing hanfu like this. Hanfu, yeah, like this, yeah. Like this, yeah. Like this. Like this. Yeah, so male and female hanfu. Yeah. Yeah, it was really cool. No, but no one does it anymore. Hanfu. Yeah, you can do it on stage. Yeah, you can go like Ding Dong and so on and buy hanfu if you like. Yeah, maybe I should actually go and do that. I don't know, maybe people already take enough pics. 拍照 or 偷拍. Yeah. You go to a park and you take photos and so on. Hanfu. Yeah. What do they translate it to? Traditional Han Chinese attire. Yeah. Revived as a part of a cultural movement. Yeah. So, all right. But also, it's kind of died out again. I haven't seen anyone do it for a while now. All right, 汉服。越来越多的年轻人喜欢在传统节日里，穿汉服出行. Yeah, maybe people are doing it on special occasions. I'm a bit of an introvert, so maybe I don't go out on special occasions. Yeah, but there was a while when people were just walking around the streets, just doing everyday things, wearing hanfu. Okay, 涵盖. So this han is different to this han. This han refers to a letter or something like that. This han is to contain. Yeah, there's another han, 包含的 han. There's this han, and they have similar meanings, right? Actually, can you use it? Maybe you can use that han. Yeah, 包含. I don't know. I never actually thought about that. All right, 涵盖. This is contain or cover. I think it like covers a topic or something like this. 这本教材的内容涵盖从基础到高级的所有语法点. Yeah, it covers topics. So it covers, but in the sense of contains, right? Contains, includes. I don't even know that word in English, but culvert. All right. Oh, I'm a little tired. Maybe I'm going to have a rest. 涵盖. Radio, where were we? Okay, 涵盖. And no, this was cover in the sense of contain. Yeah, I had a little bit of a rest. 涵盖包括包容 yeah, include 作品题材很广，涵盖了社会各个领域. Yeah, it seems to be cover in the sense of covering topics and so on. All right, 航海. So 航 you probably know from words such as 航空公司 airline. So 航海. Hang is actually the word for sailing. So to sail the ocean. Hang. To sail. 航海. 古代航海主要依靠观测星象来辨别方向. So like ancient navigation on the seas primarily depended on observing 星象. Presumably this is constellation. No, it's aspects of celestial bodies, like celestial phenomenon or something. I'm not sure. 来辨别方向 to determine direction. I don't know what this is, but you're using the stars basically. All right, 航海. You sail the seas, maritime navigation, voyage. Yeah, 航海. 行家, 行家. What is 行家? I don't know what 行家 is. Hang is industry. Jia is an expert, so maybe it's someone who's good at that industry. 他是古董收藏界的行家，一眼就能看出真假. Connoisseur, expert, veteran. So someone who is really good at that domain. 行家, what does the dictionary say for 行家? 行家, two definitions. One's a noun. 精通某种事物的人. So it's a person who is proficient at something. Okay, so expert, that sort of thing. Number two is 方言 dialect, and an adjective. 在行, okay, 用语肯定是 okay, 您对电脑挺行家了呀. Oh, so using it as an adjective, yeah. So you're an expert, but you're expert. You're so expert. Yeah, using it as an adjective is a dialect thing. All right. 行列. So this usually comes up in the military where people are marching up and down the square. 行. Well, 行 literally is row. 列 is column. Yeah, got 行and列 in a table as well. 行列. It's like rank and file in the military. Yeah, rank. Oh, 行列. Or maybe it's just ranks. Yeah, 行列. Okay. 欢迎您加入志愿者的行列. Oh, actually, this is what it's normally encountered as. 为社会贡献力量. Yeah, so joining our ranks figurative. Welcome to join our ranks. Yeah, in China, so you can say this sort of thing. Welcome to join our ranks. Yeah, it doesn't make sense in English. This sort of thing. Yeah. Yeah, usually you wait for someone to join your ranks and then you can say that, oh, welcome. But yeah, welcome aboard. But yeah, you know, in Chinese, 欢迎 is more broad. All right, then English. 行列. 行情. I got nothing. 行情. 最近黄金行情上涨. What on earth could that be? 很多投资者开始关注. Okay, so this is gold. There's something of gold increased in value. So what do you reckon 行情 could mean? The situation? Usually 上涨 the things are prices. The market price. All right. All right. All right. 行情. No, not 行情. 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 市场上商品的一般价格. Okay, market price, so average price on the market. 金融市场上利率、股票价格、指数等的一般情况. All right, so this sort of thing. They're more abstract, but referring to financial markets, interest rate, stock prices, and so on. All right. All right. Yeah, this one I have trouble with. Hung shi, something like this. It's a relatively rare character. Hung. It refers to like ramming, like you have something and you kind of ram it in, right? You know, hung shi, hung, yeah, hung shi. Shi meaning solid or firm. So you're ramming it in so that it's firmly rammed in. 工人们正在夯实路基. So we're driving in like the base for a road. We're kind of compressing it and ramming it in, right? 为铺设沥青做准备. You know, 沥青. This is the Chinese word for bitumen. 沥青. Li was pitch, if I remember correctly. No, drip. This is also pitch. Okay, asphalt, bitumen, pitch. All of them in the same word. All right. Li, okay, is drip. All right. I only recall encountering it in this precise word. All right, so we're ramming in our base. So is Google image search going to work for me? Oh, maybe it will. Yeah, so something like this. You're just kind of ramming it down. So it seems like it's flattening things. Yeah, what's that say? Hai An Hongda. It's just the name of the company, right? So it's flattening something. I don't know what it's flattening. So this is boom, 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 banging on the ground, making it flat and solid. Okay. The hang shi ji. This is a hang shi ji. All right. All right. So this, but I think it's also used a little bit figuratively, laying solid foundations for the future or something like that. Camped down. What's this? Yeah. 夯实财政基础. Yeah, so you're flattening down, you're like firming up your financial base, this sort of thing. Yeah, more figurative. Mr. Socrates. All right. 航天. You probably already know this. 航天. You probably know Hong Kong at least. Hong Kong. The Hong Kong is air travel. We did Hanghai, like sea travel or navigate the seas. Hanghai. Hong Kong. What was it? Hangtian. Yeah, space. Tian is sky, but for some reason it's space. Here, Hangtian. Yeah, Hangtianjian. Hangtianjian is space station, as is Tianjian. No. What is it? 空间站. Space station. So there's two words, 空间站 and 航天站, and I think they're the same. Yeah. All right, 航天 space flight, space travel. 中国航天事业取得了举世瞩目的成就. Yeah, Chinese space programs are kind of getting really interesting with lots of things going off in all directions. Yeah. I'm not up to date, but there's moon landings in the future sometime. Okay, 航天员, 航天员. Well, what's a person who does space travel? An astronaut. All right, so 航天员在太空中 so in space, 需要进行严格的体能训练和科学实验。体能 physical ability, capability. 训练 is training, so you're doing like physical rigorous training. Yeah, in space with microgravity and things like that, it can really be problematic. All right. 航行 yeah, 航行 is navigate slash sail. Yeah, 航行 就艘巨轮 so this is presumably a large cruise ship or something like this. 巨轮 large ship. All right. 在大西洋 where is 大西洋? Is this the Atlantic in Chinese? 大西洋 big west ocean. 上连续航行了30天 yeah, so sailed. But sailed, if it's going to be for a major ship, it's not going to be a sailboat, but you get the idea. 航行 sail fly 航行 maybe. All right, 航运 I don't know what this is, but 航 refers to travel, usually sailing, but it can also mean air travel and space travel. But all right, 航运 yun refers to shipping, yun transportation. So maybe it's like sea freight or something like this. 全球航运业受疫情冲击，运费大幅上涨。So 航运 shipping. Okay, so not necessarily by land, sea, or whatever. Just shipping in general. 航运. All right. Yeah, this is 汉后, isn't it? So I remember a song that uses this. There's like a children's song. 真憨厚，爱吃竹叶。哦，大熊猫真憨厚。大熊猫真憨厚，真憨厚，爱吃竹叶不吃肉。Something like that. Turns out apparently pandas do eat meat. Is that the song? Is that not the song? 大熊猫真憨厚，爱吃竹叶不吃肉，肚子饱了慢慢走，山泉甜水当美酒。当美酒。All right. But apparently they do eat meat. 大熊猫吃肉吗？ Yeah, they're omnivores. 吃肉 yeah, 不吃肉是因为尝不到肉味。Okay, maybe they're able to eat meat, but they don't necessarily have to, kind of thing. Here, is that meat? That looks meaty. 吃羊肉是假的，别让它的在外表欺骗了你。What? I remember reading this. It came up on my exam. Yeah, they don't have to. 也吃肉，也大熊猫，除吃竹子也吃肉。Question mark 问号。That's my understanding. I don't know. Apparently, I mean, I recall it coming up. Okay, so let's ask the AI. Can pandas eat meat? Yeah. And technically they do eat meat, but yeah, it's very rare. They don't have to, or maybe they have to eat a little. Carnivora. Yeah. But yeah, 99% bamboo. So this is why people think they don't eat meat. But yeah, they do not hunt large prey. All right, they just eat. Oh, look, there's some meat there. I'll just nom nom nom. All right. Yeah. So in captivity, maybe. Do not truly feed them raw meat. However, if offered meat, a captive panda would likely eat it. Yeah. Opportunistic carnivores. Yeah. But almost always they eat bamboo, right? All right. So 大熊猫真憨厚，真憨厚，真憨厚. Really? So what was the song? Where was it? Sorry, let me find. Yeah, it's definitely those characters in the song. 大熊猫真憨厚，憨厚 first tone, fourth tone, or first tone neutral. 真憨厚. Why is it this? That's where I think of 大熊猫真憨厚. This is where I think of 憨厚. I don't think I've ever encountered it outside that word, but maybe. Yeah, okay, so whoa. Silly, simple-minded. Yeah, han, it means sha. Shidai, yeah, it means silly, it's foolish. Han tou han nao. Really? That caught me by surprise. Han tou han nao. No, han tou han nao. Or copy and paste. Han, oh, wait. That's Mr. Bean. Yeah, 憨豆先生. Okay, so Han in 憨豆先生 is Silly Beans, Mr. Silly Bean. Mr. Silly Bean, 憨豆先生. All right, I'm going to make a little note. Yeah, we're going to put that in the dictionary. 憨豆先生, 憨豆先生. All right, Silly Beans, Mr. Or Mr. Silly Bean. Yeah, 憨豆先生. Okay, so where were we? Okay, so in the dictionary it has 憨头, 憨脑, 憨头憨脑, 憨头憨脑, 憨头憨脑的人. All right, so they're silly, stupid, etc. All right. Okay, that's number one. Number two is 朴实, like 朴实 is plain, unadorned. 天真 is naive. 憨态可掬, 憨态可掬, 憨态可掬. Adorable. 憨态可掬, cute. All right, of pandas. 憨态可掬. So presumably 憨厚 is more the cute. When 大熊猫真憨厚 is probably the cute version. All right. But we're meant to be learning 憨厚. 憨厚. We're meant to be learning 憨厚. These are traits that I would not ascribe to a panda. 憨厚, 朴实而厚道. 朴实 is simple, like uncomplicated, unadorned. 厚道. What is 厚道? We did this one, didn't we? I said it was similar to 周到, generous, sincere, kind. All right, thoughtful maybe. 憨厚. All right. Okay, 为人憨厚. So this should be a good thing, right? 为人憨厚. What am I supposed to do with this? 憨厚. What am I supposed to do with this? Well, I only know two examples of this word, 憨厚, or this character, I should say. Two examples of this character, and one is in 大熊猫真憨厚, and one is 憨豆先生. Mr. Bean. All right. I'm not sure. What's the AI's example? 这个农村小伙子性格憨厚老实. So this is simple. 大家都很喜欢他. Simple and honest. All right. Anyway, 很护. hu. So literally contain mush. Hu is that mush. This one mush. Contain mush. It's something like unclear or even ambiguous. Yeah, ambiguous, vague, careless, perfunctory. 他回答的含糊其辞。All right. 没有给出明确的承诺。All right. So an ambiguous 含糊 ambiguous response. 其辞 Why is there 其辞 I don't know. Anyway, 含糊 Yeah, there is a chengyu in the dictionary. This one, 含糊其辞 that it's in the dictionary as a chengyu. 含糊其辞 Oh, 含糊其辞 That's 4 second tones in a row. Rightio. 含糊其辞含糊其辞 Okay. 故意把话说得含混不清 All right, so you're deliberately replying vague, ambiguously. All right. All right. Okay. 汗马功劳汗马功劳 Do you know all the characters? 汗 is your sweat. 汗珠 or 出汗汗水 Ma is a horse. 功 like 功劳 for your labor or your hard work. And 功劳 is a word. Yeah, your contribution, but like you're doing hard work to try to achieve something. So like a sweaty horse. 汗马功劳 All right. Heroic contributions. Yeah. So it's kind of very major contributions, but apparently it seems I should also pin it to war exploits. 在这次的抢险救灾中，抢险救灾中 to provide relief during times of emergency and disaster. All right, 抢险救灾中 Okay, 解放军立下了汗马功劳 This is the Liberation Army, People's Liberation Army. My understanding, this is the like soldiers in China and the army of said soldiers. Okay, 汗马功劳 heroic contributions. All right. Sweaty horse labor. I don't know. 汗马. Literally sweaty horse, but okay. 汗血马. 汗血马. All right. Sweat blood horse. All right. War exploits to exert one's horse. All right. 汗水. Do you remember what it is? We only studied it just before. 汗水. 汗水 was like to sleep soundly, like you're intoxicated, but not in a drunken stupor, in a pleasantly intoxicated state. Yeah, what do they translate it to? Sleep soundly, fall into a deep sleep. 孩子们在帐篷里，帐篷 is a tent， 帐篷里酣睡，完全不知道外面下起了大雨。All right, they like the tent. 帐篷 Okay, 酣睡 Right. 酣睡捍卫 to defend 捍卫 han. I know this word, but han. Those and wei. Wei. Wei can be used. Something like, is it shall wei? No, maybe it's not. Or is it wei shall? I'm not sure. Wei shall. Am I making, oh, there it is. Oops. Wei shall. Shall wei. All right. So there appears to be some sort of word in this ballpark, but all right. Wait. Is there a can wei? 防卫. 防卫, this one. 防卫. All right, so this one. 捍卫. Why is there han? 军人誓死 swear on their life or something like this. 誓死 pledge their life. All right, I don't know this, but I know the characters. 捍卫国家主权和领土完整. So the soldiers or the military personnel swear on their life to defend the national sovereignty and territorial integrity. And wait. Yeah, looking at the dictionary, this character is just in this word, basically. So defined as 保卫, 抵御. So 保卫. Yeah, 保卫 is the one I should have thought of when I saw 卫. 保卫. Protect. Defend. Yeah, defend. 保卫. And 抵御. 抵御 is also defend. This is more military. 抵御. This one. Withstand, actually. Yeah, that's a better translation. Withstand. Resist. 抵御. But yeah, 御. 防御的御. 防御. This is your defense, your military defense, right? Anyway, where were we? All right, Han. That's the definition of Han. Han Wei is the only word in the dictionary with this character. Han Wei. So that's it. Han Wei. 保护使不受侵犯或损害. So you're preventing something from being invaded or harmed, damaged, something like that. All right, 捍卫. Okay, 含蓄, is it 含蓄? I always get 蓄 and 处 mixed up. I think it's 含蓄. 含蓄. So this is something like store or contain. I'm not sure. OK， 中国人的表达，在表达情感时，往往比较含蓄。No, it's reserved, as opposed to indirect. So as opposed to being direct, it's like, oh, I love you too. Okay, let's write that down. I don't know. It's like, yeah, Chinese people can be a bit indirect at times. 含蓄. So here it's indirect in the context of romance, things like that. It's like, yeah, you're not going to just go tell someone you love them. You could do that, but yeah, 不会直抒胸臆. So directly express what is on one's chest. I don't know. 直 is 直接的直. 抒 is to express to express oneself kind of thing. 胸 is your chest, but often refers to your inner world. 意 I think this is just something like 意思, but it's a different character. I don't know how to explain it. 意 so inner feelings. Okay. 直抒胸臆, speak one's mind. Yeah. All right. So Chinese people can be a bit indirect, kind of like British people, but British people use sarcasm. Like, yeah, you say something rude about someone, and a British person would be like, well, why don't you tell me what you really think? And it's like, oh, all right. So they're saying you're being really rude. You shouldn't say that. You should be more indirect. Yeah, 含蓄. Okay, reserved. Oh, there is also contain, hold, full of hidden meaning, implicit, veiled criticism. All right, 含蓄. 含蓄. All right. Dictionary gives us 3 definitions of 含蓄. Actually, before we go into the definitions, 含meaning contain. There is this, but it'll mean contain here. 蓄, store up. Yeah, these other ones not really relevant. 蓄, both mean so contain and store. 含蓄. All right, let's see what the dictionary has to say. 含蓄. Okay, 包含. 包含, literal containing. OK，简短的话语却含蓄着深刻的意义。Oh, that was a figurative example. So simple words, nevertheless, contain profound implications or meaning. All right, 含蓄. So that is contained, but used in a like a non-literal sense. Actually, this one, full of hidden meaning, but also this. All right, number 2 is an adjective. The first one was a verb. This is an adjective. 言语、诗文，意思含而不露，耐人寻味. So presumably this is the reserved one. Okay, so what were those Chinese? 含而不露，含而不露。Yeah, 含而不露. All right, it's contained and not let out. 含而不露 and 耐人寻味，耐人寻味。Ah, we studied this, didn't we? Did we? The problem is I study so many words, I've lost track. Okay, so we certainly studied 耐. Did we study this one? I don't remember. Maybe we did. I could check the list. Oh, yeah, we did study this. You can watch that video. All right, so that's in the dictionary. There you go. Use it or lose it. 耐人寻味, food for thought. We did study that one. All right. So, 含蓄. Oh, that was number 2. What's the relationship with food for thought, though? 耐人寻味. What do you think? So that does not mean, that's not obviously related to being reserved. So food for thought? Maybe we're still on this one? All right, number 3 is an adjective. 思想感情不轻易流露. Okay, this is the reserved. The third one is the reserved. 不轻易流露. Okay, so as opposed to 外露. 外露. What's going on? Hearing on the outside. All right, so it's kind of on the inside. You have to kind of probe and get in, I guess. 含蓄. All right. Implicit veiled. Yeah, all right. Let's continue. 寒暄. Yeah, so I remember there being like a story here, but so han means cold, xuan is like hubbub or something like this, right? Oh, it's another xuan, isn't it? Yeah, sorry, there is another xuan. This one, I don't know, warm. It was something like when people meet, they discuss the weather, right? So they 寒暄几句. 寒暄, they're probably going to say 寒暄了几句. This is almost always the exact phrase that this is contained in. 寒暄了几句. Yeah. 见面后，他们先寒暄了几句，才进入正题. Yeah, so, okay, maybe it's like you go see your doctor, you go say, hello, how have you been? And the doctor's like, oh, I've been fine, how are you? And it's like, oh, yeah, I broke my leg. I don't know. 寒暄几句. So you have these exchange of pleasantries before getting to the actual matter. Yeah, so han, yeah, neither han nor xuan seems to have any direct relation to conversation. But 寒暄 to exchange, yeah, it's a verb meaning this. So I think the connection is when you meet someone, you talk about the weather. Oh, how's about this weather we've been having? Oh, it's been right awful, ain't it? All right, let's see. 寒暄 见面招呼时，谈天气，冷暖，生活琐事等的应酬话。Did you get that? So when you just after you meet someone, like you're talking about the weather, whether it's hot or cold, 生活琐事. This is like the trivialities of life, just the little things. I don't know. I don't know. Did you watch the last episode of The Boys? I don't know. That was a popular topic for me for a bit. Now that The Boys is over, it's kind of all right. Don't talk about it anymore. 寒暄, Xuan. Okay, what do we need to know about Xuan, this character? I don't know. Japanese cormorant. Luzi is cormorant. So this is a Japanese cormorant, but it doesn't have Xuan. It just came up. Unrelated. Maybe they're chatterboxes or something. I don't know. All right. Maybe we don't need to know anything about it. Yeah, it's hard to get the characters correct. So, 宣 as in 宣布. 宣布. So there's this 宣, first tone 宣 with nothing on the side. And then there's 喧哗. 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 First tone 宣 with a mouth on the side. And then there's 寒暄. First tone 宣 with a r on the side. All right. So this is why it's so hard. Those are 3 different characters. All right. So there's 寒暄 and 宣暖. 寒暄的暄, 暖和的暖. Yes. That's in the dictionary. All right, it's not, no examples. What's this one? 宣腾. Soft and warm. 腾. Can 腾 mean soft? 腾. It doesn't seem to mean that. 宣腾. All right. Anyway. 宣. All right. So there's a lot of characters. You got to pay attention to them. Han is cold. Cold, usually bitterly cold and so on. So we're talking about the weather. 寒暄的几句. Almost always it's this exact sequence of characters. All right. How? We already did how. How? How it means to consume. 消耗. Yeah, the AI came out with 耗电, consume electricity. Yeah, 耗力, 耗水. Like you can use it as a suffix. 消耗. And you can also use the 耗材. Oh no, that's different. 耗时, time consuming. 耗尽, so you're using up. 耗油, oil consumption, or to consume oil. Yeah. 耗. Not necessarily waste. It's consume, I think. Oh. So, yeah, so you've got some resource and you're using it for something, and it can't be reused, etc., etc. So like water or time or something like that. Yeah. Okay. 这台旧冰箱很耗电. The old refrigerator uses a lot of electricity. 耗电. And yeah, if you put the 很 there, very, very consume electricity. It makes sense in Chinese. It doesn't make sense in English. It wastes a lot of electricity. Oh, it wastes in that sense, doesn't it? It uses electricity. 耗电. 我们打算换一台新的. Yeah, we'll swap it for a new one. All right. And lucky last with the H's, eh? 好比. I don't know. 读书好比吃饭。要细嚼慢咽，才能消化吸收。 Okay, so 好比 this is like you know, life is like a box of chocolates, right? So that's the is like in life is like a box of chocolates. 好比 can be compared to. And then you've got to explain how it's like it. So reading a book is like eating food. You need to you need to chew carefully and swallow slowly. 细嚼慢咽. Oh, yan is fourth tone. 细嚼慢咽,细嚼慢咽,细嚼慢咽,细嚼慢咽. 才能消化吸收. So 消化 is digest, 吸收 is absorb. So in the context of digestion, you'll be absorbing nutrients into your bloodstream and so on. Okay, 好比. This might be a word I would want to use in my output. 好比. Life is like a box of chocolates. There's like 20 other ways of saying it though. Life is like a box of chocolates. Yeah, 就像. That's probably the most common. So let's ask the can be translated with 好比. Absolutely. 人生好比一盒巧克力. Yep. Life is like a box of chocolates. Life is like a box of chocolates. Journey. Journey. All right. Okay. Life is like, yeah, there's like many others. 就像如同400次 self. 4. Yeah. Anyway, there's a lot of other metaphor alerts, but this metaphor alert is X is like Y. Yeah. I use this. There's also 好像 好像 seems like. Yeah. 他好像 blah blah blah. Oh, maybe this is a little different. It's you're making an assessment. Actually, let's ask the AI, is this different in this the sense of A 好像 B? We're making an assessment of A as B rather than B is a good metaphor for A. That is an exceptionally insightful question. Oh, AI. All right. You've pinpointed a subtle but very real difference in perspective between 好比好像. So, I mean, am I right? I don't care if it's exceptionally insightful. Am I actually right? Yeah, so A 好比 B. So A is like B. You concrete familiar thing and explain it, and then yeah. A seems like this. Observe its quality, and B is possible this one. So blah 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 blah. So 人生好比一盒巧克力. Life is like a box of chocolates. All right. And 人生好像 well, this is okay as well, right? 一盒巧克力. 好比 philosophical truth 好像 personal impression. 那朵云好像一只狗. Okay. So, okay. So it looks like a dog. Fair enough. The cloud looks like a dog. 好像. Okay. 那朵云好像一只. This is not correct, right? 好比. So this is in essence like a dog. Okay. So, but you could say something like, could you say something like dark, like black clouds are like a nightmare? Something like this. 好比. Yeah, maybe you could do something like that. Bit tricky, isn't it? You nailed the distinction. It's a sophisticated piece of linguistic awareness. Oh, thanks. We like the flattery, don't we? Okay, AI hobby. AI is like a box of chocolates. AI is like a flattery box. AI is like a black box. 黑匣子. Yeah. It just gives you what you want. Whether you whether you want it or not. Whether you actually want it or not. Alright, is that our list done for today? Alright, yep, hobby. I feel like I want to use this word. I'm going to make a little note. But anyway, we'll call it a video. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and construct valid metaphors. And I will see you in subsequent videos. TTFN!